check, 1, 2.
Go! Curious about real estate? Yes! Then you've come to the right place. Get the knowledge you need, get over the fear, and get started. This is the Michael Quarles Real Estate Show with your host, Michael Quarles.
Hello, everybody. Michael Quarles, and this is podcast episode 265, and it is a scenario question. We haven't had a scenario question in a long time. Going to be exciting. Here we go. I have successfully completed my first self-managed direct mailing campaign targeting tax delinquent absentee owners. I noticed a bit of trend, however. A lot of these owners have very low equity in their properties. Here's an example. Owner owes $120,000, ARV is $150,000. Property has a tenant. Monthly revenue from the property yet to be reported, but is apparently reliable. Property condition is good with minimal need of repairs. To date, my sense is this property with closing costs and my fee leaves little room for sparkle to attract buyers. We're assigning it, looks like. Okay. I'm looking at what makes this deal could look like as a sub 2 deal. I've never done it before, but I understand it's possible to wholesale a deal structured as sub 2. And I'm wondering how that's done using this example. Oh my goodness. I don't have enough information at all. There's people. You say the seller owes 120. You tell me the ARV is 150. You say it needs minimal repairs. You don't know what the property's revenue is. You don't know what the sub 2 balance is. You don't know what the interest rate is. You don't know the length of the term left on the mortgage. You don't know if it's PITI. You don't know if it's a balloon. You're not telling me if we have a month-to-month tenant or a tenant with a lease, when the lease expires. I can't give you an answer. Okay. Got to have a rule. You bring me a question, you got to bring me the question. You just can't bring me part of the question. Part of the question doesn't allow me to give you as much information as you need to get. But here's the big thing. Here's the thing that they're just jumping off this page at me besides the fact that you didn't bring me any information to answer. I have never done it before, but I understand it's possible to wholesale a deal structured as a sub 2. I would not do a sub 2 if I've never done one before. I know how do you do a sub 2 if you've never done one before? Well, I don't mean it like that. I mean, if you just don't know what sub 2 is, don't go out there and try to do a sub 2 deal. You're just going to get everybody frustrated and in trouble. And confirm for yourself that you're not thinking assigning instead of wholesaling. So assigning is you put a house under contract, you sell the contract. And people don't use the house to sell the contract. Sell the contract. I have a contract to buy a house that's worth $200,000. I want to sell it for $120,000. I'm not going to go over there and give an open house and show you the house. You can do your due diligence if you want, but I have a contract. And I'm selling the contract. I'm not selling the house. Wholesale. That means you're buying the house low, less than value, and you're selling it low, less than value. So you're actually buying it. You're taking title to it. I do not think that you mean you're wholesaling it in this case. I think you think you're assigning it, which is a big difference. And there are trainers out there that tell themselves and tell everybody else they're wholesalers. They're not. They're assigners. So got to be careful what words we use, because there is a difference between assigning and wholesaling. And then there's a difference between wholesaling and wholetailing, and then fix and flip, and then passive income. We teach all that in the coaching program. It's only $247 a month or $1197 for 6 months. And you get this, guys and gals, we just added a huge feature. We will now answer your phone for just itty bitty more. You can have your phones answered by my call center, my personal call center, my gals and guys that work for me answering my phone all day long. We'll answer your calls too if you're in the coaching program. Besides the CRM that you get to use my proprietary CRM and all my systems and all that kind of good stuff. So it's a pretty good coaching program for $247 a month. Not bad at all. But I can't answer this question. I really can't. I want to. I really do. But I can't because there's not enough information. So if you have a question, we need to know what they owe, what the interest rate is, term of the loan, is it PITI, principal, interest, taxes, insurance, a balloon, what the ARV is, what you think the as-is is the tenant a month to month, what they're paying, or is the tenant on a lease when that lease expires. So we kind of have to have all that. We'd like to have some comparables as well, like other houses have sold, not the Zestimate stuff, and fall forward.
Thanks for listening. We'll be right back. Are you running out of leads? It's time you tried Yellow Letters at yellowletters.com. Get motivated seller leads through yellow letters, postcards, zip letters, typed professional letters, greeting cards, door hangers, and business cards. Yellow Letters is a full-service marketing company created with your success in mind. Get the personal attention you need to get your direct mail campaign started and get in touch at yellowletters.com.
And we are back in 3, 2, 1.
I'm going to give, because we are only at 6 minutes, and hopefully someone hasn't turned me off already because they knew it was going to be a short one. But it's not. I'm going to give you guys a little tidbit. And maybe if I've given it to you before, we're going to give it to you again because I think this is a great tidbit. Go to Zillow. I want you to go to Zillow in your market. Go to buy, put your zip code in or your city in, go to that map that they're going to give you. Then on the drop down that says what kind of property you're looking for, I want you to click on for sale by owners and make me an offer. And then I want you to take their little drawing tool and draw a map, draw a circle, draw a polygon, hexagon, whatever you want to do in the area that you want to buy in. And then hit save. And then go over there where it says My Zillow and create your account. So they'll need your email address and your name. That's it. They're not going to do nothing else. And then click on Give Me Updates Instantly. So you can do it daily, weekly, instantly, I think it is. What that's going to do is it's going to email to you, and most of us get our email on our phone nowadays. It's going to email you every time a FSBO lists in Zillow with their phone number, name and phone number of the owner. Yeah, Zillow's also going to give you a couple agents you can call, so you gotta kind of tell and decipher which one's the agent and which one's the owner. But they say this. They say they agent and then they say owner. So call the owner, text the owner. But here's a guy or a gal who is advertising to sell their house, and you're going to get this instant lead. And then you have those other ones that, hey, make me an offer. Yeah, maybe they're in fantasy land, who knows? But it's a great resource, and it's free. Then I want you to go back to that map. Okay, go back to that map. I know, I'm getting excited for you. Unclick your FSBOs and make me an offer, and click for rent. Save that one. Do your little polygon circle, whatever you want to do it. Save that. And now Zillow's going to give you, every time someone lists a house for rent. Now, the confusing part of this is they're going to give you the ones that are listed, they're advertised by property managers, but also ones that are advertised for rent by owners. So we don't want to call the property managers. We just want to call the for rent by owners. But man, you're talking about a great prospect. Here's a guy or a gal that wants to rent their single family house out. Wouldn't they like a call from you? Man, in the beginning of your career, if you could only do a lease option to start getting in the business, man, would you lease me your house with the opportunity to sell it or to buy it in the future? Yes, I would. Great. Then figure out how to do the sandwich leases. We just had a couple classes on lease options in our academy. So here's a way to get 3 types of prospects coming to your cell phone every day. And now you just call them. Just call them. Hi, my name is Michael Quarles. I buy houses. We're looking for 3 and 4 bedroom homes, and I noticed you had a home over on 123 Apple Street. Great. You're going to be home for me today at 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock. Is that better to come out and buy it? And then go through your script. You're going to call the for rent. I have a question for you, Michael, with I Buy Houses. We're always looking for 3 and 4 bedroom homes in the area, but I'm just wondering, are you tired of the one you have, or are you wanting more? So will you sell me the one you have for rent, or do you want to buy more? That's a great way to build a buyer's list. Great way to get a seller. Oh, you don't want to do either. Well, terrific. If you don't mind, I'll stay in touch with you. A couple times later, you're going to say, hey, I've been bugging you every month for the last 3 months, and I've been asking you if you wanted to buy more or if you were tired of this one, and you said, no, you don't want to do anything. I got a deal over here I need help on. Do you ever do any JV stuff? Or you ever do any money lending on real estate transactions? Well, yeah, we do that every once in a while. What you got? Tell me about it. So now you found your lender. Guys and gals, it's all about your effort. It's about you going, getting up and doing the work. Okay? Get into the coaching program. $247 a month. We'll teach you how to do all this stuff. Set yourself free. Set your life free. It is, I gotta say, it is so much better having money than not. So let's make some money. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the Michael Quarles Real Estate Show. Get more info and stay in touch at michaelquarles.com.